I knew I wanted to go into medicine probably first when I was about 6 or 7 years old. My dad was a pharmacist. My mom was a nurse. And my dad actually came to America from Cameroon in West Africa, intending to go to medical school. He ended up in pharmacy school, did quite well, but I always talked about his dreams of becoming a doctor. And I got to see and started to notice how he would help his family members, his members of his community, not just in his job, but out in the community. And so really wanted to be someone that could help. And so working with kids was something that was always near and dear to my heart. I was also a camp counselor. I was also a soccer coach after college, and really just appreciated the energy and spirit that kids brought to their encounters and that I got when I was working with them. As a pediatrician, we have the privilege of working with children and families when their story is in its first chapter. There's so much left to be written, and we really get a chance to be a part of that. Pediatricians show up because they love seeing kids grow and flourish. They love connecting with families, and they know that sometimes it takes more than one conversation, one recommendation, that relationship matters. And I always tell my families, you're the expert in your child. I'm the expert in child health. And together, we are gonna work to make sure that your child has as healthy a childhood as possible, can hopefully reach their full potential. On my difficult days, I think about a child who was struggling with some of their developmental milestones, and mom wasn't really sure what was going on, and she was scared. And she was scared that the child had autism, and that child did have autism. And it took a couple visits to talk to mom about what she was seeing, what we were seeing, what her fears were, but then also talk about what were the resources, what a difference it could make to get her child connected. And several years later, one of the kind of happiest moments I had walking out of an exam room was when that child said, "Hi, Dr. Chomilo," and gave me a hug. And it's just, and seeing mom's beaming smile at that moment, there's what other job do you get that? There's just, it's such a privilege, and it is something that has carried me through some tough times.